Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. You know what? I want to try something. If I maybe move my camera down a little bit, the shadow might kind of go away, sort of. Not really. Oh well. So here is the next journal that I did where I challenged myself to only use 9 pages. Aside from the 2 kind of like half pages and the paper bag. But I think this came out really cool. For the cover, I used, it's from Ellsiebels BookShelf, and I gotten it a while back, and it was basically a kit with Traveler's Notebook size covers. So there's an outside cover and then an inside cover. And actually, honestly, I completely forgot I had them. And I was going through on my computer. I have a folder with, all the stuff that I have from her. And I looked it up, or I clicked into it, and I completely forgot I had them. So I wanted to use one of the covers as the next cover for my Traveler's Notebook. So this one, it's like there's little butterflies and pearls on the front. So I think that's what I might have titled it in Etsy. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, the shadow is still there. Oh well. So, yeah. So for the cover, I also added some lace. I added this, the eyelet trim, and then the lace on the spine. And then you can see it kind of layered on the back. And this is what the back looks like. Isn't it pretty? So let's go right in. So, and then the inside cover, actually, let me take that out. Isn't that cute? You could write something here. Dates or a title or anything like that, or your name. So I thought that was neat. And then all the ephemera in this book is from Ellsiebels BookShelf. So, I mean, I just did different ephemera from different kits that she has. Some were, I'm thinking just maybe ephemera packs. I'm not really sure, but they're all from Ellsiebels BookShelf. So we have the library card, and then we have the journaling card. And then I use this little cutoff here to make a pocket. And this too also has the rounded edges. So, and then we have a little postcard. Isn't that cute? And then a little tuck spot here, because she has a couple kits that are butterfly themed. So I clicked into each of the kits and I printed out the ephemera pages that I wanted from each kit. And so that's what I used in here. And I think there was one set of ephemera that I printed out that was just like an ephemera kit, not an actual journal kit. So we have some vintage child's writing paper. Here's a little half sheet here. It didn't have butterflies on it, but kind of sort of matched, I thought. And then we have some graph paper. And this is all vintage. Aside from the coffee dyed paper, all the other papers in here are vintage. So here's like the vintage graph paper. And then we have the music paper. And as you can see, I used some washi to reinforce the fold because this is a little bit more delicate. And then here we have 2 journaling cards. And nothing on the back here. I got 2 little buttons just to decorate that. And they're paper buttons. They came from one of her kits. Here's a little book page. And then here we have a little, it was a flower, and I don't remember what kit I got it from, but I liked it, so I cut it out and just added it for some decoration. Then in here, we have a couple journaling cards. And these are all of hers. And then a little tag, kind of. It looks like a tag because it has that there. But then here it says 4. And then you could also, you could do you could put a little date or something there. I thought that'd be cute. And then I have a little card down here. And then here, I did the kind of layering of 2 different ephemera pieces to make one tuck spot. And then in the tuck spot, I have these beauties. And those get tucked right down inside. And I was trying to think of, I know that one of her butterfly kits is Butterfly Burst, I think. There was also catch a butterfly, and I thought there was one more. I really should have written it down before I sat down, but I forgot. So here's the middle of the signature, and again, here's another layered little tuck spot that I use. There's that small library card and then a tag, glued it together, and then I think that makes a really cute tuck spot. And then inside we have these 3 journaling cards. And here another little postcard. Oh, you know what I completely forgot about too? Hold on, let me go back to the beginning. Actually, now that I remember, this was the first journal I made when I was doing, like, to challenge myself to only use 9 pages. And if you look at this right here, there's a little number 9. I don't know if you can see that. I'll hold it a little closer with my big shadow, but there's a number 9 to kind of signify, oh my gosh, I can't even talk, the 9 pages. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just watch the video before this one, because I kind of go into more in depth why I challenged myself to use only 9 pages in this traveler's notebook. So here, this is just a little cutout that I use to decorate the top of the page. I've got a little paper bag here. Has 2 journaling cards there. And then here, I made a little tiny pocket. And then I added some of these little cards. And the reason why they're all different sizes is because I print them at different sizes. So when you buy them from her, they are at a, like a set size. But then what I do is I shrink them down to, whatever size I want, print them out, and that's how I get like the smaller versions of her bigger versions. Because also being a traveler's notebook, I like to shrink things down just a little bit, just to, fit the page or fit the landscape or whatever it is. So I do tend to do that a lot. Here's two more little paper buttons there. Here we have a little cutout, and then I have these 2 that go right there. And remember, and I know I say this, and I kind of sound like I'm always repeating myself in every journal, but all the ephemera pieces, they don't have to stay ephemera pieces. Don't forget, you can always use them on the pages to make, your own tuck spots and things like that, because, a lot of my journals, they're kind of just the base for yourself, for your project, for your journal, whatever. And then, feel free to use any of the stuff to decorate the journal however you want to decorate it, whether it be, making more pockets. You can make little flips, like say you just took some washi taped right here, opened it, washi taped there, then it becomes a little secret flip. You can write on the back, you can write under here, and then when you flip it closed, there's like a little hidden message only you know about in there. So just keep that in mind too. And this is with any journal, not just my journals, but I find that I tend to do that too. If I am working in a journal that I didn't make, like if I purchased it or it was gifted to me, sometimes I'll take the ephemera and make my own pockets. Sometimes I'll take the ephemera and make tucks, or sometimes I'll take the ephemera and just make, journaling spots on the back. So, it's definitely, you can do whatever you want in a journal. That's what I think is so great about junk journals, because there's no set way that you have to use this journal. Everybody uses it completely differently. Everybody decorates their journals differently, so I don't know. I ramble a lot because sometimes I get excited and I just want to tell you what I do. Not saying that you have to. I also included these 2. They're almost like, not nameplates, but like place cards or something, because I thought it would be fun. And this again is just me being me, thinking of things that I would do. Take it, put it, either tape it, glue it, whatever you want to do, staple it, put a date here, and then journal underneath. So I included 2 because I thought, that might be fun to do. You could take it, put it up here, and then journal underneath. So kind of just to do like a little opening thing for the page. But again, you can definitely just leave them in there too and just journal on the back if you want. And so that is the back. And yeah. It's funny because these little notebooks, they're so thin. They're perfect to actually be an insert, but at the same time, too, they're perfect if you want to use them as standalone journals, something to throw in your purse or keep next to your bed on your nightstand or something, because they're not so super big that it's hard to lug around, but they're more kind of, you know, basically traveler's notebook inserts is what I made them for. So, you know, whatever you choose to do, I think is just so much fun with journals because there's just so many things you can do. And before I keep going and going and going, because I think I could probably talk all night, which is not always a good thing. But this is listed now in my Etsy. If you are not available, if you are interested, it is available. But I'll leave all the information in the description box below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm off to think about what my next project would be because do I have anything? No, I'm actually not. Sometimes I have to look under this because I forget if I'm using this to cover up a project I'm currently working on. Currently, I'm not working on a project, so I'm going to have to jump on my computer and kind of sort of figure out what I want to do next. So stay tuned. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.